Canada may not have the easiest of terrain, but it's got a backdrop that excuses everything. The scenery here is absolutely breathtaking. Nestled against the backdrop of the Rocky Mountains, Exercise Prairie Thunder couldn't seem any further away. But what the soldiers do here is equally as important as they push themselves to their limits and try out new activities. Mountain biking is just one of the activities on offer from Trails End Camp, and over 2,700 troops trained here last year. With the Commander of Land Forces directing that 30% of soldiers take part in adventurous training every year, the focus is now on getting troops qualified and training up new instructors.
They'll achieve a level 2, which means they'll be able to take out 6 students. It is a British national-wide recognised qualification. And for myself, I've only just done it this year, and I've been mountain biking in Kenya, and now I'm in Canada. You know, there's massive opportunity, and you then get a logbook and you can take it further.
This is a stunning area, but in June, Alberta suffered some of the worst floods in its history, and the clean-up is still ongoing.
I got up in the morning, June 20th, and opened up the door just to have a look outside, and the parking area was underwater with about 2 feet of water. So straight away I was trying to figure out what I needed to salvage just in case everything kind of floated away. So the bikes that we had out in the open, I moved up into the buses that we use for storage, and got the vehicle out of the parking area into higher ground, and made a number of trips back and forth to ferry different things that I needed to try and save.
Flood damage can also be seen on the Rough Ride package, a 5-day horse ride through the remote Ghost River Valley, covering more than 100 kilometres of hills, rivers and difficult terrain.
Being out here in itself is an experience, even if I wasn't on a horse. I mean, it's a nice place to come.
Oh, it's been really quite good. It's sort of pushed us out of our comfort zone a little bit, and getting to see a lot of wildlife that you would never normally see, so it's been very good in that sense.
Many of these troops will have never been around horses before or even ridden them, but by the end of the course there's a firm bond.
They come a really long way from the first day when they march up and they're soldiers and they're tough, and then they get in the corral and they don't know what to do with the horses, to the last day when they all know what to do. They all go grab their horses and it takes half the time to get ready. And throughout the trip we'll take them up to a lope or a gallop if we can. And the first day they're all really shaky, and by the end of it they're hooting and hollering and they just love running.
7 Army Engineer Squadron, let's go skydiving! We're gonna go play outside! Yeah, bye-bye!
From the serene to the adrenaline pumping. At the Beazica Parachute Centre outside Calgary, soldiers build up from tandem jumps with an instructor to a static line, and then finally pulling their own chute.
When you're skydiving, your mind actually slows everything down, so it's a good way to high stress situations. It helps train you to deal with things like that.
It may not be for the faint-hearted, but the progress these soldiers have made is inspiring.
Your nerves get built up when you're going up and seeing other people fall out, but once you're hanging on, you're kind of like thinking what you've got to do, so that goes out the window. But then when you let go, your belly's in your stomach, your belly's in your mouth. It's just epic. It is epic.
People in civilian street don't get the opportunities that we do, and you've got to come into this and use it as an experience, whereas we're the only people who get these experiences, and to get paid for it as well, you can't beat it really.
That process of overcoming fear and remaining calm under pressure is something that the GOC of 1st UK Armoured Division is keen to promote, especially as 20th Armoured Brigade prepare for Afghanistan and not Peric 20.
Canada is a great place for the training that we do here. If you're trying to develop the whole soldier, you're trying to develop his skills and drills, and you see a lot of that out on the prairie. and you're developing the junior leadership and all that goes with that, really important. But out here, I think we're seeing individual challenges for our soldiers, putting them into difficult circumstances, and they're growing as people. You talk to them, they've done some amazing things they'd never expect themselves to be able to do, and they've overcome, and as I say, they've grown as people as a result. So in terms of preparing people for operations, it's here and it's great.
Adventurous training may have its operational reasons, but it's also a lot of fun and something these soldiers will remember for years to come. Ali Gibson, Forces News, Canada.